My maid is pregnant and it is my husband's baby. She told me yesterday. My name is Diana. I trusted them both. Now she is 6 months pregnant. She is living in my house. My hands are shaking as I tell you this. I am sitting in my kitchen. The house is quiet, but my head is loud. My head is full of noise and pain. I want to tell you my story. I want to tell you how my perfect life broke into pieces. Maybe you can learn from me. Maybe you can be stronger than me. Let me start from the beginning. I am 30 years old. I live in a big city. The city is busy and loud. But my house was always quiet. My house was my safe place. It is a beautiful house. It has a big garden with red flowers. It has a large kitchen with clear throat white windows. I love this house. I live here with my husband. His name is Mark. Mark is handsome. He is tall and has a nice smile. He works in an office. He wears suits every day. He works very hard. I loved Mark very much. I thought he was the best man in the world. We were married for 5 years. They were happy years. Or I thought they were happy. I work too. I am a teacher. I teach small children. I love my job. I love to see children learn and play. But I work long hours. I come home tired. The house is big. It is hard to clean a big house alone. I needed help. 2 years ago, I told Mark, I need help. The house is too big. I am too tired. Mark smiled at me. He said, okay, Diana, let's hire a maid. You should rest. You work hard. So, we looked for a maid. We found Alina. Alina was young. She was 22 years old. She came from a small village. She had big brown eyes. She looked shy. She looked kind. She needed a job badly. She needed money for her family. I liked her immediately. She was polite. She spoke softly. I said to Mark, she is the one. Let's hire Alina. Mark agreed. Alina moved into our house. We have a small room near the kitchen. It is a maid's room. It is small but clean. Alina lived there. For 2 years, everything was good. Alina was a very good maid. She cleaned the floor. She washed the clothes. She cooked delicious food. My house was always clean. My clothes were always fresh. I was very happy. But Alina was more than a maid. She became my friend. I have no sisters. My family lives far away. I was often lonely in the big house. Mark worked late many nights. So, I talked to Alina. We cooked dinner together. I chopped the vegetables. She cooked the meat. We laughed. We talked about life. I asked her about her village. She told me stories about her childhood. She told me about her dreams. She said, Madam Diana, I want to study one day. I want to be a nurse. I smiled. I said, you can do it, Elena. You are smart. I will help you. I gave her books. I taught her English words. I treated her like a younger sister. I trusted her completely. I left my purse on the table. I left my jewelry in the bedroom. I never worried. Alina was honest. That is what I thought. And I trusted Mark. Mark was a good husband. He kissed me every morning. He brought me flowers on my birthday. He told me, I love you, Diana. But 6 months ago, things changed. I did not see it then. I see it now. Mark started to work very late. He came home at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. He said, I have a lot of work. My boss is angry. I believed him. I said, it is okay, honey. You work so hard for us. He stopped eating dinner with me. He was always tired. He went to sleep immediately. He was distant. He was cold. At the same time, Alina changed too. Alina was usually happy. She usually sang songs when she cleaned, but she stopped singing. She became quiet. She looked sad. I asked her, Alina, are you okay? Is something wrong? She looked down at the floor. She said, I am fine, madam, just tired. She started to wear big clothes. She wore large shirts. She wore loose dresses. She did not wear her uniform. I asked, why do you wear those clothes? She said, my uniform is tight. I gained a little weight. I like comfortable clothes. I did not think about it. I was busy with my school. I was busy with my students. I did not look closely. 1 month ago, Alina got sick. She was vomiting in the morning. I heard her in the bathroom. I was worried. I knocked on the door. Alina, are you sick? She opened the door. Her face was pale. She looked white and weak. She said, it is just a stomach ache. Madam, I ate bad food. I was kind to her. I said, go to bed, Elena. Do not work today. Rest. I will make you tea. I made her tea. I brought it to her room. I sat on her bed. I touched her forehead. She did not have a fever. I said, maybe you need a doctor. She looked scared. Her eyes were wide with fear. No, no doctor, please, madam. No doctor, I will be fine. I thought she was afraid of the cost. I said, I will pay. Alina, do not worry, but she refused. She cried, so I let her sleep. Mark came home that night. I told him, Alina is sick. She is vomiting. Mark looked strange. He looked nervous. He drank a glass of water quickly. He said, oh, that is too bad. Maybe she should go back to her village. Maybe she is too sick to work. I was surprised. No, Mark, she just has a stomach ache. She will be fine tomorrow. Mark did not look at me. He looked at his phone. He said, okay, whatever you want. Weeks passed. The atmosphere in the house was heavy. It felt like a storm was coming. I felt anxious. I did not know why. Then came yesterday. Yesterday was a Tuesday. I came home early from school. My head hurt. I wanted to rest. I walked into the house. It was quiet. Mark was at work. Alina was usually in the kitchen. I walked to the kitchen. I saw Alina. She was standing by the sink. She was washing dishes. She did not hear me. She was wearing a very large t-shirt, but the t-shirt was pulled tight against her stomach. I stopped. I looked. Her stomach was big. It was round. I am a woman. I know what a pregnant stomach looks like. It was not just weight. It was a baby bump. A big one. My heart stopped beating for a second. The air left my lungs. I said her name, Alina. She jumped. She dropped a plate. The plate broke on the floor. Smash. She turned around. She saw me looking at her stomach. She could not hide it anymore. She put her hands over her belly. She started to cry. I walked closer. My legs felt heavy. Alina, I said, are you pregnant? She cried louder. She fell to her knees on the floor next to the broken plate. She covered her face with her hands. I am sorry, madam. I am so sorry, she sobbed. I was confused. I was shocked. Elena did not have a boyfriend. She never went out. She was always here. I asked, who is the father? Do you have a boyfriend? She shook her head. No, no boyfriend then. Who? I asked. I felt a cold fear in my stomach. Alina, tell me, who is the father? She did not speak. She only cried. I knelt down next to her. I took her hands. Alina, you must tell me. I can help you, but I need to know. She looked at me. Her eyes were red. She looked terrified. She whispered, it is. It is, sir. I did not understand. Sir, what sir? She looked down. Mr. Mark, it is Mr. Mark. The world stopped. The kitchen spun around me. I felt dizzy. No, I said that is a lie. Mark loves me. Mark is my husband. Alina cried harder. It is true, madam. Please forgive me. It happened 6 months ago. I tried to stop it, but then it continued. I was scared. He said not to tell you. I stood up. I stepped away from her. I felt sick. I felt like I was going to vomit. 6 months? I asked. My voice was small. Yes, she said. I am 6 months pregnant. I looked at her stomach again. It was undeniable. My husband's child was in there. I ran. I ran out of the kitchen. I ran to my bedroom. I locked the door. I sat on my bed. I stared at the wall. I could not cry. I was too shocked. Mark, my Mark with Elena in my house. I remembered the late nights. I remembered him being cold to me. I remembered how he wanted Elena to leave when she was sick. He knew. He knew she was pregnant. He wanted to send her away to hide it. I felt a fire in my chest. It was anger. I waited for Mark. I sat on the bed for 3 hours. The sun went down. The room became dark. I did not turn on the light. I heard his car. I heard the front door open. Diana, he called. Alina, where is dinner? He sounded normal. He sounded happy. How could he be happy? I heard him walk up the stairs. He tried to open the bedroom door. It was locked. Diana, why is the door locked? I stood up. I opened the door. I looked at him. He was wearing his blue suit. He looked handsome, but now he looked like a monster to me. We need to talk, I said. He saw my face. He saw my eyes were cold. His smile disappeared. What is wrong? He asked. I know. I said 2 words, simple words. He turned pale. What do you know? I know about Alina. I know about the baby. Mark froze. He did not move. For a moment, I hoped he would say it was a lie. I hoped he would laugh and say I was crazy, but he did not. He looked down. He looked guilty. Diana, please. He started. Let me explain. Explain. I shouted. Explain what you slept with our maid. You got her pregnant in my house. He tried to touch my arm. I stepped back. Do not touch me. It was a mistake. He said it meant nothing. I was lonely. You are always tired. It just happened. I was tired because I work. I screamed. I was tired because I cleaned this house. And you blame me. He rubbed his face. She seduced me. He said it was her fault. I looked at him with disgust. She is 22. You are 35. She works for you. Do not blame her. Clear's throat. You are the husband. You made vows to me. I am sorry, he said. We can fix this. We can send her away. I will give her money. She can go back to her village. We can forget this. Forget. I laughed. It was a sad, crazy laugh. There is a baby, Mark. A baby. You cannot forget a baby. It is 6 months old inside her. It will be born in 3 months. I don't want the baby, he said coldly. I want you. I looked at him. I saw a stranger. How could he say that about his own child? Get out, I said. What? Get out of this room. Sleep in the guest room. Do not speak to me. He looked angry now. This is my house, too. Get out, I screamed. I threw a pillow at him. He left. He slammed the door. I fell onto the bed. Then the tears came. I cried for hours. I cried until my eyes burned. I cried until my throat hurt. That was yesterday. Now it is today. I am sitting in the kitchen. Elena is here too. She is making tea. She is moving slowly. She is afraid of me. I look at her. I should hate her. She betrayed me. She was my friend and she slept with my husband. But when I look at her, I see a scared young girl. She has no money. She has no family here. If I kick her out, where will she go? She is pregnant with a baby. My husband's baby. The baby is innocent. The baby did nothing wrong. I take a sip of water. My hands are still shaking. Alina, I say. She jumps. Yes, madam. Sit down. She sits on the chair opposite me. She keeps her head down. Why did you stay? I ask. Why didn't you leave when you found out? I was scared, she whispers. I have nowhere to go. My parents would kill me if they knew. I have no money. Mr. Mark said I could stay if I was quiet. I feel a new wave of anger at Mark. He used her fear. He kept her here like a prisoner of secrets. What do you want to do? I ask her. I don't know, she cries. I just want the baby to be safe. I look out the window. The sun is shining. The flowers are red. The world looks beautiful, but my life is ugly. I have a decision to make. I can kick them both out. I can sell the house. I can run away or I can be strong. I hear footsteps. Mark comes into the kitchen. He looks tired. He thinks maybe I have calmed down. Good morning, Diana, he says cautiously. He ignores Alina. I stand up. I am not tall, but I feel tall today. Mark, I say I have made a decision. He smiles a little. Good. I knew you would understand. We can fire Alina today. I will call a taxi. No, I say. My voice is hard like stone. No, he asks. Alina stays. I say. Mark looks shocked. Alina looks shocked. What? Mark asks. Why? She is the problem. She is not the problem. I say she is carrying a child. She has nowhere to go. She stays here until the baby is born. She needs good food. She needs a doctor. She needs rest. Mark's face turns red. You want her to live here with us? With her big belly. Everyone will see. Everyone will know. Yes, I say. Everyone will know what you did. I cannot live with her here, Mark shouts. Then you leave, I say calmly. The room goes silent. The clock on the wall ticks. Tick, tock, tick, tock. You are kicking me out, Mark asks. This is my house. I spoke to my lawyer this morning. I lie. I did not speak to a lawyer yet, but I will. If you want to fight, we can fight. But everyone will know the truth. Your boss, your family, everyone. Mark is a proud man. He cares about his image. He is afraid of shame. He looks at me. He sees I am not weak anymore. The crying Diana from last night is gone. The trusting Diana is dead. This is a new Diana. Fine, he spits. I will go to a hotel for a few days until you are crazy again. Pack your bag, I say. He leaves the room. I hear him stomping upstairs. Alina looks at me. Her eyes are full of tears. Madam, why? Why are you helping me? I did a bad thing to you. I look at her. I feel sad. I do not forgive her yet. Maybe I never will. Trust is like a mirror. Once it is broken, you can fix it, but you can still see the cracks. I am not doing it for you, Alina. I say I am doing it for the baby and I am doing it for myself. I will not be cruel just because my husband was cruel. I am better than that. She nods. She understands. Mark leaves an hour later. He takes a big suitcase. He slams the front door. The house is quiet again. It is just me and Alina and the unborn baby. I do not know what will happen next. Will I divorce Mark? Yes, I think so. I cannot love a man who respects me so little. I cannot love a man who abandons his own child. Will I keep Alina? No, not forever. After the baby is born, she must go. She must find her own life. I cannot live with the reminder of the betrayal every day. But I will help her start. I will make sure she is safe. I feel pain in my chest. My heart is broken. I loved my life. I loved my dream of a happy family. That dream is gone. But I feel something else too. I feel freedom. For 2 years, I tried to be the perfect wife. I tried to make Mark happy. I worked. I cleaned. I trusted. And it was not enough. Now I do not have to try for him. I only have to try for me. I walk to the garden. I sit on a bench. The sun is warm on my face. I am Diana. I am 30 years old. My husband cheated on me. My maid is pregnant. It sounds like a terrible story. It sounds like a nightmare. But I am still breathing. The birds are still singing. I realized something important today. We cannot control what other people do. We can only control what we do. Mark chose to lie. Alina chose to betray. I choose to be kind. I choose to be dignified. I will survive this. It will be hard. There will be many tears. There will be lawyers and courtrooms and money problems. People will gossip. People will talk. Let them talk. I know the truth. I know that I was a good wife. I know that I am a good person. If you are listening to this story, maybe you are sad, too. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe you feel alone. Please listen to me. You are strong. Even when you feel weak, you are strong. Betrayal hurts. It feels like a knife in the back, but the wound will heal. It will leave a scar, but it will heal. I will take care of this baby until it comes. I will make sure it is healthy because every life matters, even a life made from a mistake. And then I will build a new life, a life without lies, a life without Mark. Maybe I will travel. Maybe I will get a new job. Maybe I will buy a smaller house just for me. The future is scary. Yesterday I knew my future. Today I do not know anything. The map is gone. I am lost in the forest. But I will keep walking step by step. My name is Diana. This is my story. It is a sad story today, but tomorrow is a new page. And I am the writer of my life. I stand up from the bench. I go back inside the house. Alina, I call. Yes, madam. She answers from the kitchen. Let's make lunch, I say. We need to eat. She looks at me with surprise. Then she nods. Yes, madam. Clears throat. We stand in the kitchen. We chop vegetables. We do not talk, but there is peace. Life goes on and so will I. Thank you for listening to my story. Remember, be kind to yourself. You are worth more than you think. Do not let anyone treat you badly. If I can do this, you can do this, too. Goodbye for now. I have a lunch to cook and a life to fix.